Make no mistake, this is not a positive thinking. I was that person. It's all positive. Just say positive stuff. But you know what? You can be in such resistance to yourself by being so positive that the negative shows up like a big, big, giant monster and bites you on the bum at every time.
So, hey guys, how are you all? And today in this podcast, I'm very excited because today we have Sheena with us, and Sheena will tell us about lots of things regarding like the power, why you are underestimating yourself, and how you can take your power to the extreme level. What are the things that you should remember in your mind? We will also talk about some spiritual things. We will also talk about law of attraction and all those things. So this podcast will be the amazing and the most knowledgeable podcast you have ever seen. So watch this podcast till the end, because if you want to gather lots and lots of knowledge, so this podcast is absolutely for you. And today we have Sheena with us. So Sheena ma'am, welcome to our podcast.
Thank you so much. Nothing like building it up, isn't it? Thank you, Chetan.
Most welcome. And today we are very excited to have you in our show. And today we will talk about lots of things. And I'm very excited to talk about all those things. So Sheena ma'am, initially, we will take this podcast to step by step, and initially we will cover the basics and then we will go to the advanced. So first of all, I want you to introduce yourself in front of our audience. I want a short introduction of yours.
Well, I could actually start with, I'm just a wee girl from Holywood, County Down, Northern Ireland. And so I set off on my journey, first of all, being told that I was not academic at all. And then, so you set your bar there. And then life happens to you. And instead of going down with my energy, I literally took that energy and I decided to do a degree in computer science, which is just like, oh, look, I actually do have a mind after all. So then I went on to masters in coaching, masters in Reiki, masters in NLP, etc., etc., etc. I thought that was the way to riches. I absolutely did, Chetan. I thought if I worked really hard and I got all my qualifications, that I would be as rich at the ripe old age of 48. I lost everything. And I had to basically restart everything in my life. And even though I'd been a premier performer, everything like that, with a major pharmaceutical company, I was a #1 performer, top performer in anything I did. How could I lose everything? So Chetan, I had to literally start again. And that led me on a journey to Bob Proctor. And I studied with Bob, and he taught me, he studied this stuff for 60 years and he taught me it in 6 months. And I have lived it and worked it and lived it and worked it, even though for the previous 12 years, all I had done was study, but I didn't get any answers. I just had loads of knowledge. But Bob Proctor taught me a few secret things.
That's amazing. And you have been lots of struggle in your life, that you are starting again and again and again. And now finally you are into that level that I'm very impressed and I'm very inspired from you. I'm talking to you, I think I was trying to reach out to you from a long time, I think from last year itself, and now finally we are having this podcast, so I'm very excited. And okay, so the second thing I want to know is the second thing that I want to know is about power. So the thing is that there are lots of people who are watching this podcast. There are lots of people, they want to do something in their life. They have the power, they want to do something in their life, but they are not able to start their journey, that how they can start their journey. And I have seen in your life that you have done lots of things. You have masters in Reiki, your masters in NLP, and you have done lots of things in your life and you never stopped. But what's the secret behind it? Because people are not able to start again. If they fell down, they are not able to start again. So can you tell us something about that?
Well, one of my really important lessons was, and there's a statement from the Bible where it says, the first shall be last and the last shall be first. And I don't know if anybody really understands what that statement was, but when you start this law of attraction and getting what you want, then you try and you put yourself on a pedestal and you shout from the rooftops, and guess what? Life comes along and knocks that pedestal from beneath you. So when you're on the ground, guess what? you've got nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
And from there, you learn everything about you, because you have judged yourself, you have given your power away, you have allowed other people to take that power away. When you're on the floor, when you're on rock bottom, and not everybody needs to go there, you can actually go there without having to go there in the physical world. I'm talking about in the energetic world, that when you drop your energy to the core of who you are, well, you're standing on your own confidence. You're standing on yourself. You need nothing else to be added to you. What could you add to perfection that you are? But you see, we don't know ourselves. We don't know who we are. So I spent a good year studying myself. I took every distraction out, and I wanted to know myself to the very, and it was painful, Chetan. It was very painful. I mean, for any woman standing out there, maybe not so much the men, but imagine yourself, you're standing in front of a mirror completely naked, and not judging anything about yourself. You see, because when you do that, you see all your judgments, you see all your complaints, you see all your opinions. And when you can finally stand in the mirror and look at yourself and just go, I just am, then you stop your judgment of the world. You've seen yourself. There's nothing more to be seen. And then you stop judging the world then stops judging you. And then you have peace. And you know yourself then, because you're quiet. The mind has quietened. So know thyself, Chetan, know thyself. You see, I'm saying cheetah now, aren't I? Because I see you as the cheetah, you know, like that fast animal. It's like amazing.
No, that's not the problem. I am totally, completely okay with it. And yeah, the point that you have mentioned is totally correct, that people are judging themselves. Like nobody else is going to see that what you are doing and what you are doing, but we ourselves judge ourselves, that what people will think. They will think good about us, they will think bad about us, but people don't care that what you are doing. People,
we don't
all of them are busy in their life.
Yeah, we don't even realize that we're doing the judgments. You see, Chetan, I've got, you know, I'm a Gallup certified strength consultant, and one of my top strength is positivity. So I have a very, very positive mindset, which you have, and which most of the people, in fact, everyone's like so amazing. But what we don't realize is that positive mindset is just 2% of what's going on. And that's what you're trying to drive results with. That's why you're hitting block, because the 98% of your results are coming from your subconscious. And so it's subconscious, it's unconscious. You can't hear it. And you think there's problems in the world. There's no problem for you, not at all. When you get into the subconscious programming of yourself, and you can see it, and you can clear the stuff out, you deconstruct your subconscious and you re-instruct it with the good stuff. But the two things happen at the same time. It's giving and receiving is actually the same thing. And so deconstructing and re-instructing your subconscious is actually done at the same time. But what most people go off and do is they deconstruct without actually the true re-instructing of where are you going? Where are you taking this? A man without vision will perish. Chetan, I can't tell you the amount of people when I ask them, what's your vision? They don't have one. They tell me to be free. And I said, well, if you asked Alexa to be free, what are you going to get? That's like asking, you go into the supermarket and you go, I want food.
Yeah.
And then you get all this other stuff and just going, well, you ask for food. And you go, no, that's not what I want. So then you think there's something wrong with you. There's only, your instruction is not clear.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, we have to be clear in our mind that what we want to do, what's our vision is, what's our goal is, and all those things. And Sheena, I also want to discuss about we will go with the basics, like something like that. If a person is there who is watching this video, who is totally depressed about his life, he don't love his job, he don't love his business, he don't love the things he is doing on, he don't love his relationships and all those things, he's totally frustrated. But now we are talking about positivity and we have to have good mindset and all those things. But the people who is watching this video, they will think that this is not my cup of tea, like this is not for me, I'm totally depressed, they don't understand what's going on in my life. Sheena don't understand that what's my problem. And Sheena is talking about the positivity. So I just wanted to like ask you this, that if a person is going from a very bad thing, is totally depressed, so how they can convert their mind to a positivity and remove
It's not,
negativity inside?
yeah, it's not about positivity and negativity. It's about acceptance of who you are and where you are right now.
Hmm.
Make no mistake, this is not a positive thinking. I
Yeah.
was that person. It's all positive.
Hmm.
Just say positive stuff. But you know what? You can be in such resistance to yourself by being so positive that the negative shows up like a big, big, giant monster and bites you on the bum at every time. Now,
Yeah.
I've been down there. I've had a couple of occasions where I wanted to get out of my body. Like I could feel it. I knew the stuff in my head. I
Hmm.
knew I was a spirit in a body, but this body seemed to be doing something different, and I couldn't reprogram it no matter how much I was trying. It was going in the opposite direction. I've also had to deal with a situation with my son and walk through a situation where there was potential loss of life. Now he is literally now a manager in a hotel. So he went from, when he came to me, I said to him, when he was at his lowest point, I took his hands in my hand, and I said to him, no one is coming to save you.
Yeah.
Now he looked at me wide-eyed, and I had no feeling at all in myself at that time, because I couldn't even save myself. I knew there was only me that could save me. No one is coming to save you. So I knew that he had to be the one who called to me for help. There was nothing I could do. He had to make the decision. And it all starts with a decision. So Chetan, he made that decision while I was there like that. And in the first year, he did really well, but I was still using all this metaphysics, mindset stuff, law of attraction stuff. That only works short term. And if you take your eye off the ball, it all falls apart. If that person hasn't done the change themselves, you can literally affect change for other people using your mind. You can do that, but it is temporary. The real change comes from the person inside. But who was the person who needed to change, Chetan? It was me.
Yeah.
Not my son. Was me. When I started to change me, the very core of me, then my son started to rise. When I started to see the light that was already in him, not the story that he was in at the moment, the light started to come out.
Exactly.
And it's magical. It's amazing. You know, today we've had some great news. 3 things have just popped up out of nowhere, and I'm just like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, acknowledge him in all thy ways, whoever you think him is. But this is life. This is the powerful intelligence that we're part of, and it wants to serve you. And if you serve yourself depressing thoughts, the universe loves you so much. It will serve you depressing thoughts. It just loves you. It just goes, oh my God, you love these thoughts. Let me give you more.
Yeah.
But if you choose thoughts of what you want, what you want here, not what you want here, what you want here, the universe will serve you that.
Yeah.
And it's your consciousness. Your consciousness, not a tablet, not a doctor, not a therapy, not a strategy, not meditation, nothing. But what's in your consciousness is what is being reflected in the world. 100% responsibility.
Yeah, 100%. You're absolutely right. And I think that all the peoples have got their answer. The thing is that we have to be positive, and we have to be accept that what we have done, or we are going through. We have to accept that, and then we should work upon that. And universe is like amazing. Like in my life, law of attraction is worked like very amazing, and when I tried to connect with lots of people, and I think each and everything that is going in my life is the blessings of the universe, and I'm very happy to get all those things in my life. And I totally accept it, and I totally recommend all the people who are watching this video that accept the things that's going on in your life, and just try to be positive, and just try to think positive in your life, and everything will be good. So Sheena,
I'm going to stop you right there, Chetan, right in the middle of what you're saying. If there's one word that I refuse my clients to say, and one word that my children were never allowed to say, and you said it 3 times, I want you to remember. Can you remember what you said? The word is try.
Try. Yeah.
Remove that out of your vocabulary. Let me tell you what trying does to you. Now, everything I am talking about, trust me, I have experienced the pain of it all. So I'm not talking from what Bob Proctor taught me. I'm not talking about what's in Thinking into Results. I'm not talking about what I found in a book. I'm talking about life experience. At 54, let me tell you, I've got quite a lot of experience that got me here. And the word try is literally screaming lack to the universe. So first of all, if somebody says to me, I'm going to try to make the call, well, they may as well tell me they're not coming.
Yeah.
I mean, they may as well just be honest, because that's not integrity, you know? So if you say, I'm going to try to do something, you're actually giving yourself an excuse to fail. Yeah. Because at least you can say, well, I tried. So if you're going to do something, like I can't pick up this phone, I can't try to pick up the phone, I pick it up, or I don't pick it up. So the word try screams lack to the universe, which is a vibration of lack, which then will bring you more lack and give you more excuses for more trying. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%. Now I will never use this word try.
You will never use that word ever
either
again.
Yes, either no. That's it. No try and no lacking in between. And yeah, I totally agree with you. And now I will never use the word try. And people, you also never use the word try from today, because Sheena told us the psychology behind this, and that's seriously amazing. So Sheena, I just wanted to know some more things. Like you have told about the positivity, you have told about that how we can accept ourselves and what we should do, but now the thing is, you have also told about that what's your vision, what's your goal, you have to set your goal. So can you just elaborate this? How are people who don't have any goals or who is not satisfied from his life, like how they can set a goal that I want to do this? Because sometimes what happens is, when the bad days are going on or something bad are going on, people think that now nothing is for me, everything is end, and this is the end of my life, and I don't have any goals and ambitions in my life, and they just feel like something like that. So I just wanted you to tell them that how they can set a goal in their life, how they can set a vision in their life, what's the correct process to set the goal, because there is so much of misunderstanding in this.
You can only meet yourself where you are, Chetan. So example of my son could just about put one foot in front of the other when he came to me. He couldn't walk, as we say in Northern Ireland, he couldn't walk the length of himself, you know? And so, you know, all we had to do was just, first of all, he used to stay awake at night time, and he would be, you know, asleep during the day. So the first goal was that we switched that around. That he, you know, 1 hour at a time, where he would go to bed 1 hour earlier over a period until he got that of a habit, then that was okay. So then we could make it another hour, and eventually he managed to switch himself around so that he was sleeping at night and awake during the day. So that was a goal, the only goal he could deal with at that time. So if you're in the lowest place, and you know, if that's as much as you can do, well, that's the vision that will take you out of where you are. So then you can set another goal. So the next goal then was to get to the gym in the morning. You know, to get out exercising, to you know, so within 4 months, he was actually cycled 32 miles. You know, I mean, he couldn't walk the length of himself. I kid you not, you know. So in 4 months, he was doing a 30-mile cycle. You know, now he's at the gym, you know, 5:30 every morning, working out. He sleeps well at night time because he couldn't sleep. He sleeps well at night time. And if he has a bad night, he doesn't blame himself. He just gets up at the same time. He gets on with his day. The pattern will kick in. We're looking for a pattern here. So when you start to do that, and you can only meet yourself where you are. So if I try to take you too high up here, you can't see that. You can't see that. So just go to the next step until eventually then maybe you can look up 10 steps, you know? I mean, one of the things we laughed about with Connor was that, I mean, we even had bailiffs at the door, you know, because of, you know, the place that he was in as well. And so we had bailiffs at the door, but we created a story that he accepted himself. I went, this would be really funny. How about bailiffs to billionaire? And he says, no, what about bailiffs to Bugatti? That's what he came back with to me. And I went, Absolutely. Then he started to change the self-image of himself, Chetan. It was the image. You know what? It's not the goal that's going to take you out. It's the self-image that's going to do the work for you. You can set a goal, but if you do not have the self-image that matches the goal, you will work really hard and get nowhere, which is why people feel deflated, should I say. So the self-image has to be, so who's the person that drives the Bugatti? He has nice shoes, he has nice trousers, he's a nice shirt, he speaks well, he looks well, he has that whole grooming thing gone. Well, all of a sudden his self-image changed, his clothes changed, his facial changed, his hair changed, how he spoke changed, because he made a decision. So this has been something that's happened over a 3-year period in total, where we are now. So you cannot do tomorrow's growth today. You can only do today's growth today, and you grow from the inside out. You do not grow from something you add to yourself. A rose bush can only grow. But remember, when a seed is planted in the ground, it has roots have to be dug deep. So you may go down before you go up. That's okay. That's just what happens. And in a seed, the shell breaks. So the shell of your personality may break. That's the destruction. But then the true you can rise.
Yeah.
It is the most miraculous journey. If you know what the journey is, then you understand because to be honest, Chetan, it's actually like a bereavement. And if you look at the 5 stages of bereavement, like when I saw these 5 stages, I started laughing and I went, oh my God, that's exactly what happened. But it doesn't go in a linear, it just goes here, there, here, there, here, there, here, there. But because I now understand the process, I'm able to guide people through that and go, that's okay. You're not doing anything wrong. You never did do anything wrong. I absolutely promise you that.
Seriously, I got it. And that's the thing, that we should just focus on one step, then second step, and then slowly we can go ahead. And if we will
eventually you can see a big goal that you just go, oh my God, that's what I want. Something, you wake something in your heart that just goes, yes, like I want to play polo. Yes. Oh, I want a castle. Yes.
Yeah.
And then
so
it happens.
Yeah. 100%. Like we should go slowly, one step, second step, and then we can see lots of things that we can do in our life. And if suddenly we will think about, I want to be a billionaire, and then the route will be blurry, and you will end up not doing anything. So the thing is, you should go one step, second step, and then you will be able to see your goal, that what exactly you want to do in your life. And the second thing is that you have to take action. If you have a good goal, but if you are not taking the action, if you are not doing anything in your life, then you will never be able to achieve that. So you have to start working on that. Like Sheena told us that she started to work on that. That's the reason that she's here. So that's the thing. If you have a good goal, you have to start working on that, and definitely you will be able to achieve that goal. And Sheena, one more thing that I want to know from you, that I have seen that you are constantly, you learn lots of things, and you learn and learn and learn, and you never end this thing. You learn lots of things daily, day by day. But the people there is a problem between lots of people, that is, they stop learning. They do their degree, they do their college studies, their school studies, their degrees, and they just think that, yeah, I'm okay with that, and they stop learning. But I can see the thing in you. And yesterday when we were having a meeting, you told me that, Chetan, you should learn lots of things, you should do some courses, you should do this and that. So the people who have stopped learning, and they think that they have done everything in their life. So what do you want to say them?
The biggest thing that you can learn is yourself. And it doesn't matter really what you're reading, because you find yourself in everything, because you see your reaction in everything. So if you learn by talking to people, if you learn by listening to things, if you learn by reading, it doesn't really matter. You're learning all the time because you're meeting yourself. Even when you meet somebody new, you meet yourself because you have an opinion and a judgment, and that is all everything to do with you. And you can see everything that, you know, that's coming up. We think in secret and it comes to pass. Environment is but our looking glass. So Bob said to me, you know, when you know you, Sheena, you know everyone. And I thought, how am I going to know everyone? That's just like mad. But I do know everyone. And you said before about, you know, you don't know what I'm going through, Sheena. Let me tell you, yes, I do. We may have different circumstances, different, but at the end of the day, it's all the same. And I understand the energy of who you are. And that is all I need to know. And from there, I know everything you're going through. Because guess what? Me too.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. So Sheena, I just wanted to know more about the things that you are helping people. You are helping lots of people to do lots of things in their life, and like you have something in your behind the thinking into results. Would you love to talk about that also? That what exactly it's help people?
Well, put it this way, this program here, Thinking into Results, was what took me out of the pit that I was in. One lesson at a time, 12 things to reprogram yourself with over a 6-month period. But let me tell you, Chetan, I have done this program 12 times.
12
and I
times.
Still don't do it. But the thing is, this program is something for life, because as Bob said, this is something that this is the basics, the absolute basics. And if you don't get the basics, think of it in any sport that you would do, that you need to master the basics, and then you climb on board after that. Imagine building a house and you hadn't created the foundations. Like, the house is going to fall over. Has anybody actually ever felt that the house falls over because you get somewhere and then you think, I've done it, and then, oh, it's all gone. I get somewhere, I've got it sorted this time. Oh, no, it's gone. Well, I was sick to death of that, absolutely sick to death of that. So yes, this program is what took me out. It is about reprogramming your subconscious mind. It is not about the knowledge. You know it all. You are infinite intelligence itself. It is leading you to who you really are. Now, it helps you master your mind and helps you master your world. Now, what you do with that, that's entirely up to you. If you come in and you do this program with a set intention, you will get that intention. But if you don't do the work, it's like getting a gym membership and just going, all right, well, I suppose if I just read this, I'm going to get it. No, you won't. You can't just go to the gym and just watch everybody. You got to get in, you got to get mucky, and that's where growth comes from.
Yeah, and that's 100% true. If you are taking the gym membership and you are not going to the gym, then nothing will be happen. So the thing is, if you are taking action, you have to take regular action and do something in your life, and then definitely you will achieve success in your life. And like this session, we have learned lots of things from you, Sheena, and this was amazing session. And we also talked about your program, and like I want people to talk to you. If somebody wants to talk to you, can you offer something for them? Then if somebody wants to have a one-to-one session with you.
Yeah, I can put we can give them the link, or they can contact me on LinkedIn. That's where I do most of my work there. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn. You can Google me. You can find me, Sheena Cantar. She's the only one that you can Google, and you will find her on there. But yes, I can put a link in the appointment as well, for an appointment as well. But let me make one thing clear, that I do not talk to everyone. And that's the one thing I want. I am not here to chat. I am not here for your interest. I am here for your results. And so if you're not serious, then you are wasting your time and my time. And I am 100% serious about you having results. But if you're not, I will spot you by the way you answer the questions to get on a call. And if you do not fit the criteria, you will not make the call. Now, that's up to you, whether you're serious or not. Because I'm telling you now, I will only speak to you if you're serious. Because that's all that gets results.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So, guys, if you want to connect with Sheena, there's the link, and every links we will put it in the description. And thank you so much, Sheena, for being in this podcast. It was amazing to talk to you, and the session was seriously amazing. We have learned lots of things from you. And if anybody wants to connect with you, we will share all the links in the description so that they can connect with you. And Sheena, one thing, the last thing we want to talk to you, that is that any advice you want to share to the people who are watching this video till the end, because there are only 50 to 60% people who watch the video till the end. The rest of the people skip the video between. So the people who are watching this video till the end, that means that they are seriously very interested and they seriously want to do something in their life. So a premium or a precious advice you want to share with them?
It's actually quite simple, really. Stop complaining. Start claiming that which you want, and just continue to be totally amazing, exactly the way you are.
Amazing. Amazing. It was amazing. So thank you so much, Sheena, for having this wonderful podcast with us. And I'm very blessed and I'm very happy to have you in my show. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me, Chetan.